You better let me do that, Grant. We have Grant back, and he has no nails. We're gonna find out why, and we're gonna do these beautiful nails. Those nails for Grant are gel. We've never done gel on Grant before.
Let's get started.
So I'm working with a new gel today called Egoista. And I picked this up when I was at a little trade show a couple weeks back. This product has beautiful colors in their gel, the builder gel. So now we're gonna decide which color we're gonna put on Grant.
Ooh.
I usually put on acrylic with Grant, but today we're gonna try the gel. That's beautiful, but I don't wanna use it because he has kind of short nails, a little bit of munching going on there, so we wanna extend it and we don't want it to be see-through, but that's a beautiful color. So let's see what this one is. This is pretty too. This might be a bit see-through though. Okay, I'll put this
You
one
can't
away.
even get to it even if you want.
No. And this one. This might be a whimper. I'm gonna put this one away because I don't think I'm gonna use this one. I think it's still a little bit too see-through.
I like how you said we were gonna decide, but it's mostly.
I think it's just I'm gonna make this call.
It's good. I enjoy that.
Oh, this is pretty too. This is more nude.
Well, I'm not making the decision, so.
I'm gonna have to. This is white. This is like a soft white. So, it's between these two. Okay. Well, I think either one would probably go very nicely with his skin tone. I can't decide. I may have to have a minute. So, in the meantime, we are gonna put on the base. So we're gonna put some primer on here. These nails are all prepped, ready to go. I'm gonna gently put the primer on. I don't wanna oversaturate the nail when it comes to primer. Okay, let's get some forms. Did you notice the light behind me, Grant?
The light?
Yeah, it's got a little tinge of light. And Cameraman does this really jiggy thing with it. He can change the colors.
Oh, yes.
It looks really cool. Cameraman, do it.
Let's try something cool.
Ooh.
You like that?
I like that. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Winter's coming. Okay. Valentine's. Very nice. Very nice. I like how I'm just naming various times of the year.
Yeah,
This is good. Ooh. I actually
Ooh,
like that the
that's
most.
pretty.
That's good.
Or that kind of looks slightly different.
Ooh.
I'm feeling that pink.
This
Yeah,
is supposed
that was purple.
Oh.
That was purple. Is this like the classic debate on colors?
That's like a blush. It's like a coral. That's too, I don't like that. It's too cold looking.
You just said you liked it.
I like it,
ago.
but not for now. Did I?
You said seconds ago. Oh, I like that.
I like it, but I don't like it for what we're doing right now.
Okay, well, this is what we started with. What do you think of that?
That's pretty, but
Yeah. Well, we have to commit to it now. We have to commit to it.
why? We can change it up.
I like the orange. Or as you called it, coral.
It is pretty.
We'll go with that. Let me know when you get bored of it, Grant, and I'll...
Okay.
yeah,
Midway
I can switch
through
it
the
up.
video.
Yeah. I got to keep you in the mood, you know?
Of course.
Okay, now I'm going to take a look at this color and see if it's going to cover, although we're probably going to polish these in the end. This is awfully pretty for Grant's skin tone. Let's take a look at this one. Okay, this one.
You're the
I'm
expert.
really undecided. I think I'm going to go with the lighter one. Okay. That was this one here. Okay.
You're not even going to close that properly.
Does that bother you? It's like affecting your anxiety? Sorry about that.
You're not sorry at all. Don't pretend.
I'm going to use that as a base, and I'm going to give it like a little flash cure. Just stick it in there for a second. Now this is a UV gel, and I'm working with the Young Nails lamp, and it is an LED/UV lamp. So you can use it for both if you happen to have, I'll close this up for you, a UV gel that you're working with. There still are some that make UV gels out there. Okay, we just want to do a little flash here. Now we're just going to build that nail. Now when we do nails for Grant, or somebody who has short nails, we don't want to do them very long, and Grant doesn't really want his nails super long. He just wants nails on there that he can function and that look really good.
Nails that I get compliments for.
Nails that you get compliments
I was
for.
stopped in public recently. They're like, "Are you Grant from the nail
way.
videos?" Right near Tim's, so it was
That's
like me in my
a
natural
riot.
habitat. Yeah.
That's cute. So I'm just going to extend this right out. Like I say, Grant doesn't really want them too long. I'm just going to make them like a little scround shape.
A what shape?
Scround. Have we never talked about that?
Scround?
Mm-hmm.
Square and round? You mean oval?
Very good. Not oval. Yours when
You are a rebel with a cause.
Yeah.
Making up words.
That's a word in our industry. We use those words to describe the square, round. I mean, you got it right away. It obviously describes it very accurately. It's a square with round corners. Nuke. Then there's squoval. Can you guess what? That's so funny.
Said that so confidently.
I'll agree.
Squoval.
There's squoval. Do you know what that is?
I can't imagine what squoval is. I don't know. That's a mystery.
Just take a guess now.
Hmm.
Go slow.
It's
Don't hurt yourself.
like a flared edge. Is that what's happening?
Do you know what two words that might be combining? Square and oval.
Nah.
Yeah, squoval. I'm trying to think what else there is. There's scround and squoval. Squaffin.
Squaffin.
That's not a word.
Wow.
That's not a word. Okay, so we have a little bit of free edge on a couple of these for Grant. So we're going to use that and stick the form right underneath there. I do have a few videos on form placement, and that's really crucial when you're trying to form up for really short nails. That's a little bit crooked. See, the line is not going straight. It's not crucial. I can get away with it, but it'll look a little funny if I don't line it up right now. I can make the nail go on straight, but it'll just look, in a teaching element, it just looks like, why did she put it on crooked? Sometimes I'll do that, give it a good wiggle.
Yeah.
Oh, Grant, I have to thank you for coming to the shop. That was pretty cool. He came to my last class, and kind of everybody wanted to meet Grant, so he popped in. And that was really kind of nice of you to let somebody do your nails. A student, you let a student. Yeah, I turn around a few minutes later, Grant's at the nail table, and this girl is doing his nails. So it was awesome.
I was there. It was lovely.
It was very sweet. I love class. We have so much fun.
I was only there for a couple hours, but it was really good energy in there.
Yeah, they were really just like sponges, man, just soaking it up. It was fun.
When are you going to teach me to do nails?
Mm.
I can be your protege.
Isn't it protege? Protege?
Pro-
No, it's protege.
pro-
Cut that.
Protege?
Just sounded odd the way you said it.
Don't cut that. You need to keep that.
You need to cut that. Nuke it. 10-second flash cure. You can do this. You can form them all up and base coat them all. I like to do it where I do form them one by one, especially when I'm doing gel, because sometimes when you put your hand in the light, you can knock the forms out of place. And it's so very frustrating because you try so hard to get the forms on perfectly. I don't usually grab the hand from underneath. Usually I'm grabbing the hand over top. It's a total personal preference by every nail technician. Grant has a little sign for me that if my sweater's all twisted, he fusses with his own. He was going to kick me under the table.
That one actually wasn't a sign. It was just literally itchy.
Okay.
Sure, maybe it was.
He was going to kick me under the table, but
I'll do better next time.
You don't want these too long, do you, Grant?
No. Especially considering how long I'll probably go without texting you that they're too long.
Grant is a really bad client in the sense that he does not text me to tell me that he needs a fill, and then I get busy and then I text him like 5 weeks later and I'll say, hey, don't you need a fill soon? And he goes, well, for the 4 that are left.
Yeah, that's actually exactly how it is.
It's not helpful.
I know, but
So then I'm scrambling trying to find some time to do his nails.
but I'm trying to think of a good excuse.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nope.
Sorry.
So then I thought, well, okay, we've never done
Here we go.
gel on Grant. So let's do a gel nail. And I've been wanting to use this product for quite some time. I've heard a lot about it and I was kind of dying to try it. I really like the colors and it's really nice to work with. It goes on quite nice. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and form all these up and put all the rest of the nails on. So I've applied and put all the nails in. So now I'm going to remove the stick. I often forget that because I don't do that with acrylic. So sometimes I forget that. But you do want to do it because it can kind of gum up your file.
Don't hurt the little tails on the nails.
Yeah.
I like that about gel.
You like that, don't you? It's funny.
Don't break it. Don't break that
I
tail.
won't.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so we're going to go into filing. But you know what I think we need? We need a color change. Cameraman, change the color.
Color change coming up.
Okay, I support this. This.
Thanks, Grant.
Let's see what's happening.
We could go. We talked about the blue, but I think Susie doesn't want the blue.
It's not Halloween.
No.
Halloween is blue.
Well, it's cold and spooky.
Here's one.
Okay. Ooh, I support that.
See, it's a little different to the front and slightly different to behind Grant.
Oh, it's purple behind you, Grant.
Purple behind me?
Yeah. Take a peek.
Ooh, that's not purple. It's blue.
Okay.
Are your colors lined?
Susie, you don't know your color.
Cameraman and I always argue about purple, blue, and green.
I see purple.
You see purple behind me?
I do. Yeah.
He sees purple too? You agree with me, Cameraman?
Yeah, it's kind of a mauve. Mauve.
Don't do that. Don't be that person who's like, it's not purple, it's mauve, it's indigo. Don't do that. Don't be that person, cameraman.
I am that
Too
kind
late.
of person.
Too late.
You have to love me the way I am.
Oh, brother.
Yeah.
Okay, so one thing I love about gel is it does file up quite
I was gonna say that was
nicely.
fast. It's already
I know.
like in its
Yeah.
dominant shape.
Yes.
Dominant shape? Correct shape.
No. My beautiful black nails are so perfect and now I'm scuffing them. That's the hazards of a nail technician. We wreck our nails. We make them so nice and then we wreck them all day.
I'm sorry.
Yes. Look how easy that is to shape up. So easy. So I'm going to go ahead and shape these up. I may or may not use the E-file. Gel is so soft, sometimes you don't really need to. One thing though is I'm going to do a little experiment. Okay, this is going to be fun, little filing. We're going to do a little filing.
I'm okay.
Little filing education. And the reason why I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity because you can see exactly where I'm hitting. So when I look down this nail, you want it to look even and smooth everywhere. And look down this one looks pretty good. Let's get an ickier one. That one is pretty.
You've already worked your magic on it?
Yeah, it's pretty good. So I just kind of establish the length and the sides first. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to take this off. When I look down this one, yeah, this one's good because I didn't do it near as good. That other one's almost perfect, but this one here is a little bit lumpy. So when I look down the barrel of a nail, I'm looking to see an evenness this way. And I can see this one is quite a bit thicker on this one side, okay? Now, one thing that's really hard to teach when you're doing things on video is to teach pressure and sometimes where the placement is of this file. So this is going to help because when I start to file it, all this color is going to turn a bit white. So this looks really smooth on the top. If I photographed that, you would never know that this nail looking down this way is lumpy. but it is. So I'm going to file. And when I'm filing, now it looks like I'm going over the whole thing, right? But I'm just actually hitting that one spot that is literally too lumpy and bumpy. And that's all I'm going to hit right now until I feel like it's completely perfect on the whole thing. There. Didn't need much, to be totally honest with you. I am getting better at my gel application.
You are getting better.
Before, when I was first doing it, because I'm not used to gel, I'm used to acrylic where you make a liquid to powder bead and you place it where you want, and it's very happy. But gel kind of finds its own way around and it kind of self-levels. So it can kind of get away on you if you're not paying attention or if you're not really good at it. But now I'm getting much better at it. So there's not too many lumps and bumps. So that looked pretty good. So now I'm just going over the whole thing. And I always make sure I look at it sideways, make sure I get a nice, even swoop across the top. Just how a natural nail should be. And then I'll go ahead and do, ooh, look at this one. This is really, the product is really kind of swollen over here. But no fear, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it looks like, actually.
You will correct.
You will. I will.
Well.
I will fix it.
No, it was me. I was going to fix it.
You want to fix it, Grant?
Yeah, I could do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, there's some good form going on there. Some real good.
Just take
No.
I want to see that.
Come on now, you had some good form going on there.
Just cut that from.
I was expecting you to saw your cuticle off of it.
You think you could be a nail technician, Grant?
Oh,
Would you
absolutely.
like to be a nail
I
technician?
think my shop would have a great 1 month lease, and then it would be shut down because I couldn't pay. I'd be evicted.
My
It'd be
question
fantastic.
is, if you had a salon, how would you decorate it?
Super contemporary. Like obnoxiously contemporary.
Obnoxiously contemporary.
Yes.
What kind of colors would you work with?
Oh, colors. Everything that's the opposite of contemporary. So just really bright colors, like a deep red, lime green, like disgusting lime green.
Actually, in my brain, that sounds kind of cool. Gotta be honest with you. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Okay, but like
really contemporary with really bright colors?
that is not contemporary though. Okay, but if I could, I would love to have a place that's just white and black and just like a hint of red. Like 90% of things are white and red, white and black, just a hint of red. That would be good.
That was kind of really popular, the black and white with the red decor in the 80s at one point. Wasn't it the 80s? Maybe it was 2000?
That's before my time.
Wow.
Before Grant's time. It was in the middle of our time.
I was around in the 80s.
I was your age in the 80s.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, you were. That story checks out.
Yeah, remember, we're not the same age.
I just assume we're the same person most of the time. So.
Well, if we were the same person, I wouldn't have wore that shirt.
You know what? You can go on ahead and continue to file that.
This is looking pretty cute. It's as pretty bad as it started off. It's very cute. It was bad.
I know you weren't a huge fan of the color, but it's okay. It's going to be fine. It just doesn't work with my skin tone. That's all it is.
Yeah, the color is not really the best for your skin tone. I will agree. Okay, now this one, this is more like a filing video. I'm doing some filing. So I'm looking down on this one, and overall, it is actually pretty good too. But it's overall a little bit thick, so I have to go over the whole thing more evenly. But I will say, on this side, it's a little bit thicker. So I do want to take that down just a little bit. And how I will do that is go like this. So sometimes I'll look down at the barrel at the same time that I'm filing it, and you can actually see exactly what you're taking off. So when I'm filing, it looks like I'm going over the whole thing, but you can see that? I've only hit that one spot. It's the thing with filing. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side, because when the nail kind of curves like that, you do want it to be thicker in the center and as it comes down on the side to be thinner. Okay. So that's looking pretty good. So I'm going to dust that off for you. And so you can see this stronger color in the center, the shiny stuff. I haven't even touched that yet. That's actually the good part. That's the perfect part. So when I look down the barrel, I can see now I brought the sides in and it's looking actually quite even. That's looking really good. So now I can file over the whole thing. When I go over the shiny parts, I'm not taking any away. I'm just buffing it so it's all smooth and working together. And this one, again, this one is the shiny part is pretty good, but this part where I have actually filed already is actually a little bit thick still. So I want to bring that down a bit. That's looking pretty good. Doesn't take much. Gel really responds quite well to hand filing. You don't have any artistic ability for this at all. No offense.
Oh, no, none taken.
But you really don't.
I know it. I know it.
When I put that paintbrush in his head, a video that we did, we were painting pumpkins, I knew it was a mistake the second I gave you the paintbrush because I could tell the way you're holding it. But like I say, I've had students that didn't have any natural ability for it either, but their passion drove them all the way to it. And they're incredible nail technicians now.
I've got a passion for coffee.
Yes, you do that well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hold that.
I agree
very
with
well.
that.
I see you going to Timmy's frequently. That's a long walk for coffee, too.
Grant and I live pretty close together, so we often see Grant walking.
Yeah, and sometimes there's a honk from
Well,
Suzie,
if
and then
it's
cameraman is like...
raining out and really cold and dreary, we don't pick him up, we just honk.
Yeah, it's very nice. But recently, you honked the horn, and cameraman was like practically out of the window.
We yell at him. We're hanging out the window
Freaked me
yelling.
out.
That's pretty funny.
That's good.
Yeah. I hadn't seen you in a long time.
It's been a while, actually. I haven't seen you guys...
That was deliberate.
That was deliberate. You waited until I left, and then okay, we got to start the car.
That's looking pretty good. Okay. Now, sometimes the cuticles are a little harder to get in with the file, although, and it really will depend on your application. That's really going to go a long way. Actually, the better you apply nails in general, the much easier the filing process is. So it's easy to use. I got a little drill here next to me, and I was tempted to use it, but it's so easy with the gel not to. And the cuticles are looking pretty good, but I almost want to show you, you know what? I do want to show you. This is an educational video, so I do want to show you what happens when you want to be able to file the cuticles to make sure it's accurately nice and thin. Because sometimes it's hard to get in there with a hand file, right? So this is a great new little bit. Actually, Max just sent this up for me. This is Exclusive Nail Couture and this little tiny diamond bit. So I'm going to turn it on to a rather low speed. So when you're working with a bit like this, because it's pointy, you don't want to dig down. You could dig quite the hole into the cuticle. You don't want to do that. You want to hold it pretty flat. See my finger here? I'm going to go flat like that. You can see how gentle of a bit this is. I'm doing this on my skin. But you want to go flat, and you just want to smooth. So I'm just going to go around the cuticle. Now, we are going to apply gel polish on this after. So you do want to make sure the cuticles are, well, any application, polish, nail polish, of course, and gel polish, anything you put on there, you want to make sure the cuticles are really smooth. Okay. I'm just going around the cuticle of every single finger, just to make sure that it's nice and flush. Okay, so now I will look at the shapes, and some of them are a bit square for Grant. Grant actually likes them scrounged, even though he doesn't know that he wants them scrounged. So I am going to scround them up. And the best way to scround a square nail is to actually hit it underneath. So I am just going to, if you file underneath, you can actually just hit the corners and it will scround the corners up for you. It just gives them a nice little round, and then you can just sort of soften the corners like that. So you can sort of see the roundness of that. I'm going to stick my little file, and if you do that often enough, back and forth, you'll just soften those corners automatically. Okay, and then sometimes I'll go in and just give it that. Right? And I'll do that with each and every finger. And sometimes I will ask the client if that is round enough corners for them. Is that round enough corners?
I was going to say, are you going to ask me? It is. It's perfect.
You take a look now. Just don't say that. You got to make sure that's what you want. Okay.
No,
so
it's good. It is, honestly.
Sometimes when you do that, it can make the ends a little bit thicker. It doesn't mean that the nail is too thick overall. It just means the very, very end can be a little bit thick. So then I will grab the finger and I'll take the file and I'll sort of feather off the end. And sometimes just going like that, or I'll just go across just the end. And it's hard to see once again. I'm just literally hitting this part. I'm not going into this area. I'm just hitting this section here. And that makes it, if you can see how nice and thin that is now, that's nice and thin now. I'm just going to even it up. Didn't take much, you see? Doesn't take much at all. Okay, once you've fine-tuned all that, you're now ready for gel polish. We're gonna pick a color. So it's all about color and filing today. We have a bunch of colors for you to select from. So I've untightened the lid so you can take a look and see which one you might like. Let me get me glasses. There's some really pretty colors.
Should I trust myself to make a good decision?
I think you can. Look at this beautiful pinky mauve.
No. Not feeling it.
This is pretty. Okay, let's get rid of this then. This one. Oh, that's pretty. I like that.
Yeah, silver might be it.
Oh, grand.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, no, not the
Ooh,
green.
that's nice too.
I don't want the green.
It's pretty, but no. Okay, what's it going to be? Oh, did I do this one?
We didn't check that one.
No, this is deeper. This is like a purple. Sometimes it's a process of elimination.
I kind of like the silver. But I could do
This
the
is
blue.
pretty, but I'm not in the mood for that one.
Okay, you know what? You make the decision.
Well, you said silver. Let's do the silver. I trust your
now
instincts.
Now I'm questioning it.
No, I trust you.
No.
Let's try it.
Okay.
Now, because we're polishing on an already established enhancement, you don't have to put a base coat on. But when you're using this on natural nails, you definitely want to put a base coat on. So let's check out this beautiful. Oh, it's actually really pretty, Grant.
Ah, I knew it.
It's quite see-through-ish, so we're going to have to do a couple. That's
It is,
really
yeah.
neat when you're doing like a clear nail. But this has got a color underneath. We do want to cover that. It's very soft. This goes on quite nicely. We do want to do 2 coats. We may even do 3, okay? I always do the thumb last. The reason being is some gels will pool a tiny little bit on a thumb that can't lay flat in the machine, of course. Okay, give it a nuke. Okay, so I'm gonna probably do about 3 coats on there because we do want a bit more of a solid color with the silver. Sometimes if I know that about a particular color, if it's a little bit see-through, and it's meant to be a little bit see-through, I will put, and if I don't want it to look see-through, I'll put a solid color underneath, maybe a gray or a silver underneath, so that when this color goes over top, it picks up that underneath and it has quite a solid look, if that's the look I'm going for. Okay, we're gonna top coat, and I think we'll take a look at the reveal shots. Thank you for letting me do gel on you. I'm gonna see how this lasts on you, and please text me sooner.
Okay.
I think you're about a 3-weeker, maybe a little sooner because his nails grow incredibly fast. So try to catch me before that, okay?
Okay. Thanks, Suzie.
Good boy, good client. Thanks for joining us, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.